What's up? My name's Allan Kingdom. I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota, and I make music. I grew up in Winnipeg, Manitoba, in Canada. I also grew up in Wisconsin. I spent a few years of my childhood in Madison, Wisconsin, and then moved to St. Paul in about middle school, around about middle school. When I was younger, I just did anything like to create. I used to draw a lot. Like I was one of those kids. I had like a phase where I would just be like in the classroom drawing, you know, in the back of the classroom writing raps, like the type of stuff that just creative, you know what I mean? Creative kids do, like that don't really feel like they fit in anywhere, you know? Because I moved around a lot. My mom, she was born in Tanzania. My dad is from South Africa. When I decided that music was exactly what I wanted to do forever, I was extremely young. I went through like the phase being like 6 or 7 or 8, being like, I want to be a fireman. I want to be like an astronaut. And I still want to go to the moon one day, but I just always knew that music was what I was supposed to be doing. I got into rap, I think preteen age, like 12, 13. A lot of great artists, like the greats, you know, like the Andre, you know what I mean, like Outkast, Pharrell, Nas, everything, you know. I was just all of a sudden found this culture like coming to the U.S. I mean, obviously hip hop was in Canada, but it's not that the city I was in, it wasn't like heavily penetrated, you know. So it wasn't like there was a hip hop scene there or a culture, whereas like a lot of the people in the U.S. have the pleasure of growing up with that. So just coming here and being it just drew me in. Like rap just drew me in. I wrote poetry as a kid. I was naturally into poetry. I liked to sing. I liked visuals, I liked drawing, so I just saw like hip hop is something that I can take everything and just put it into one thing and it would work, because I didn't necessarily just want to do one thing. But yeah, I think around 16 or 17, I think I was 16 on my way to Wisconsin to do a show from St. Paul, and we were just riding through the forest, and I just told all my friends I want my name to be Allan Kingdom. And like, I don't know exactly why, but it just felt right. Like the name just felt right. I try to build almost a world when I make music, you know what I mean? I try to build a whole atmosphere so that you just feel like you're away from the world. So I thought Kingdom was like a great name to just fit that whole thing. For those of you who are just hearing about me, I have like a lot of projects up on the internet. Some certain projects speak to certain people. My newest one, Future Memoirs, I released last summer. Executive produced with Jonathan Caslow, DJ Casloco, and Plain Pat. So that's something you could check out. I have a new song out called Take It. It's the newest song. My Soundcloud's pretty, you know, it's pretty full. And I'm on Apple Music too. Future Memoirs is on Apple Music along with some singles. I believe Blast is on there as well. So like I said, I just try to create a whole world of music that you can just like sink into and get into. Standard came together in a very unorthodox fashion. I had known Bobby Raps for about a couple of years in the city, but we never like hung out or were buddies or anything. It would always just be like, yo, what up? You know what I mean? Shake up. He would always be freestyling at every party like I would go to. And then Without You dropped by Spooky. So we linked up after Without You dropped. And I hit Bobby because I heard some other songs he was working on in the city with Spooky. And I hit Bobby and I was like, hey, I want to get in the studio with you guys, because I heard like a production element. For those of you who don't know, he's like an amazing producer, as well as rapper, just artist. But there was just some production elements I heard that I hadn't heard from him before. I linked up in the studio with Bobby. The first time I linked up with him, Spooky was there and Simon was there, and we made our first song. And I had met Simon, and we all just learned about each other in this like really small amount of time, and just clicked, like creatively just clicked, and just kept making music. The Kanye thing came together very naturally and very like, it's just a good feeling, man. I don't even know how to explain it. Like it came together just from me like creating and putting out stuff and getting to the right people, you know what I mean? And connecting with other creatives that I look up to, such as Plain Pat, such as Virgil Abloh, and reaching out to people, you know what I mean? Like a lot of hard work, but the feeling of it, it just felt like I graduated. You know, it felt like in life, this was like a diploma. This was like a diploma that I got, which means that it's just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So up next, I have a project I'm working on. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna deliver it to you guys, but a lot of it is finished, and I don't know. I just like to do things when the time is right. So when the time is right and you guys are supposed to get it, and I feel like it's the right time and everything comes together the right way, then it's gonna happen.